Hey guys, this is Basic Husky here, back again with some more the Stanley Parable. Last time we had to restart because we got the confusion ending, I believe. Confused ending, I believe it was. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. But now, we'll see what I get now. Hopefully, get something else.
This is the story of a man named
Yeah,
Stanley.
we seen this yesterday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Okay.
he had simply missed a memo.
So,
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
okay, now I'm gonna enter the door to the left. Last time, I did on the right side because, I don't know. I just wanted to.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I walked upstairs last time, so let's go downstairs. Oh,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All
One,
of my
two,
co-workers blinking
before.
mysteriously
Remember,
out of
maybe that's
existence in
the
a
clue.
single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
what
And
the?
as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
No.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
This is
How
really
was
cool.
he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh
And while he
god,
found it all
that is
very
deep.
odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he
No.
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. The
God.
press of the mattress on his back.
Closing my eyes.
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
No
Everything will
shit,
be fine.
Stanley, you're not normal.
I am okay.
No. Yep.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Though she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. Then she remembered the meeting she had
dead
scheduled for
Stanley
that
makes
day.
her feel better.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What was that? This is my, oh, it's my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
This
decided
is
to
not
go to
right.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth
Beautiful.
admiring.
I've seen this
It
room
had really
before.
been, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, I only have one choice. They take the choices away from me. Wow.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What?
I'm not... But in his eagerness to prove that he
Wow.
is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Wow.
Good Stanley.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, my God.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Let's
meeting
go
room,
right.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Let's go right.
Perhaps
Let's
he
go
wanted
right.
to stop by
Let's
the
go
employee
right.
lounge first, just to admire it.
Yay.
Wow. Yes.
Yes,
This
yes.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Now he's not. Stanley's not gonna jump off.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
Well,
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Yo!
story... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Nope.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
okay. La la la.
Now
Oh.
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh God, which color? Oh my God. Oh my blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
What?
Stanley walked through the red
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating
God.
properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah, blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, cool.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
It's beautiful.
What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark
Spaceships.
at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Jets.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
You're
I really
clever,
couldn't say where
that's
the
why.
idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Yeah.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Press that. Whoa. Let's go on this one again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Cool.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nope.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, it's a new game.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the
Baby!
world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Okay.
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
Good.
sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ah, this is amazing. Yo, yo, boom, MLG trick shot. 360. And he does it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But the baby does not. No, because he burns.
You heartless bastard! Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Yay!
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, yeah, I get to play a lot of other games. This is cool.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that,
Minecraft.
Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll
Yeah.
say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley.
This is so
I'm
cool.
going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you can only see it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Okay,
Diamond
yeah, good job.
everything.
You got
Yes.
me.
Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Whoa! Minecraft Parable.
Oh,
Ooh.
my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope. I can't believe I'm playing Minecraft inside a
no.
game.
This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay, new game. Well, that was pretty cool. I got to play Minecraft inside the Stanley Parable. Nice. Oh.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Portal.
Trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious.
Call of Duty.
Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Shit. This is so...
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Look at this. I'm a boss in Portal.
Genius.
Oh, Mr. Radio.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble.
Oh, shit! What in the name of Jesus? Oh, God. I only hope it doesn't give me a horror game. Yeah, I don't like this. Follow the green lights. Oh, cool. I don't know if I like this, guys. Oh, it's my room. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, and make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Options. Video. Feel the... Oh god, can't feel the view. Advanced. Hi. 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 Dude, good. I'm sorry. Hi guys, this is Basic Husky here, back again. The other thing... Whoa, messed
But
up.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
So,
what if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I just had to mess around with the options.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Begin again.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Whatever game thingy.
Stanley waited.
So,
hours passed,
let's do
then days.
Now and
had years gone by?
Yeah.
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Okay.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Wow. I done this yesterday. I remember, I forgot.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? Come on, Timmy, show yourself. Yeah, try to open the door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left there will be. Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Bro.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Try to
office.
go upstairs this time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
There's a
life.
code here.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? The keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No. God. 28569.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
Come on.
If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
nothing there. Done this just to do it. God damn, last episode I've done this. Stop! Oh yeah.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Hello, light. I told you last night.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's do that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Cool.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
My
Stanley
gaming
thought to himself.
rig setup.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, of course. I think I'm some weak guy.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep, I'm pretty sure Stanley's messed up.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It
Yeah,
was
I believe
unthinkable.
Stanley.
Wasn't
My
it?
life's like that
Was
as
it
well.
even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
That.
world?
Oh god, okay. Go!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wow. This is pretty cool. Let's not go over there. There's a button here. Yep. Now we've destroyed the main facility. Oh, I believe this is probably, I don't know. Let's... Nope. Nope. Number 5. And through the portal. Awaiting input. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Turn it on!
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yeah.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Wow.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode. eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Just to
Mere
stand there,
moments
but,
until the bomb goes off.
There.
But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Yay.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Okay.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
No.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Doing something.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
5.
No
down there.
ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
Stanley!
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Bye. Damn it. Yeah, that was that for this episode. I'm really sorry about what happened to the first part, but you know what? Can't do much about it now since it's gone. But apparently I died there, so one more Stanley Parable. I promise it will be better than this.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle
join the
pressure.
pack. God
What if he
damn
had to
it,
make a
and,
decision?
I will see
What
you
if a
guys in
crucial
the next
outcome
episode.
fell under his...